So right behind me here on the table is a bunch of new products from Maxshine. Now some of these products we highlighted at SEMA last year, October, November, as new items that they're going to be releasing, but I have them here now, so I want to talk to you guys about them. They have even more stuff than this, but this is what I'm going to showcase to you guys today because there's some real winners here and then a couple things where I am a little confused by it, but let's go ahead and jump into it. And guys, just as a reminder, everything I'm talking about here today, I will link in the description for you. I believe it's on Amazon as well, but if you buy it on Maxshine's site, maxshineusa.com, use code I'mJoshV15 and it'll get you 15% off site-wide. Okay guys, so we're gonna start at the back end of the table here with number one, the new Maxshine Incredistick. Now I talked about this thing in a recent video and I absolutely love this thing, it's great. I've always used the Mitt on a Stick or the Mitt on a Stick Pro from Autofiber, and that thing is more expensive, but it is on another level. It's stout. It's built with an all aluminum handle. You can screw more extensions in. That thing's fantastic. This one is a little bit more of a budget-friendly one, but they built it well and made it very, very easy to use. So as it comes out of the box, everything's apart, but it's just a simple little tab on the neck here. You just put the head in, snaps into place, good to go, and then you just open up this latch and you extend it out so you have a much, much further reach when you're detailing cars, especially larger vehicles. So as far as the head on this thing goes, it's nice. The kit comes with two different heads. You get the extension and the backing, obviously, right? The cool thing about this is they do make a bunch of other accessories for it, so you have everything you need. That's really what I like about it. And as you can see on the head, it is plastic, so it's not like, I haven't put it through the paces of like really beating on this thing. What I have used, it's worked great, but just, it's not as stout as the Mitt on a Stick, but you do have the locking mechanism. So as you can see, it goes up and down, but does not rotate side to side, right? You click the button the other way, and now you get full rotation that way. So you get full articulation of the head. Now, as I said, they made a bunch of different accessories that are sold separately, like this guy here. This is an interior scrub sponge. So I'm a little confused on that one because I don't think I'd be using that on the interior, and I wouldn't want to use this on paint, but maybe for something else around the house, something like that, that could be cool. You have a basic microfiber version, and all these are just Velcro back, so they wrap on really easily. We have more of a noodle finger. This one, I think this is the one that actually comes with the unit, along with that plush one. Then you also get a different color plush that you can order, and then my favorite for this thing is the little scrub pad, and again, I don't like using these on paint very much, but I do love using them on the windows to get the baked on bugs and things like that off. So I really like this one. All right, jumping into product number two. Now this one I haven't talked about, well, I kind of have, but I kind of haven't. It's the M8S V2 in a new green colorway. Now I covered this thing, the M8S V2, when it launched a while back, came in a red color, and it's a great polisher. You have an 8mm throw, so it's a more compact throw, more traditional. Now a lot of people go to the long throw, which Maxshine obviously has as well with their M15s, the M15 Pros, all that kind of good stuff, the M21s. But if you want something that's more compact, especially for tighter spaces, or if you're working on the hull of a boat and you just need to be able to palm something, this thing is fantastic. It's got a ton of power, and I have to say, I'm a sucker for green. I'm very, very happy they did this. Now this is just a color update. I don't think they changed anything else other than the color, but again, I'm a big fan of green. Even the cord is green. Other than that, I mean, I already like the machine. Other than the color, that's the update, but I do love it. Next up, we're gonna talk about an item that I have covered in a previous video, and that is their new foam cannon. This is the Snowmaster Foam Cannon V2, and it looks fantastic. Really, really cool construction to it. In the video that I did covering this thing, I did drop test, all that kind of stuff. This plastic piece, which looks awesome, can pop off, and then it still doesn't affect the, it doesn't, with that popped off, the unit still works. I was able to pop it back right back on, good to go. The orifice in the side of this thing, oh man, I'm pretty sure it was a 1.25 that it ships with. Not the craziest amount of foam, right? The MJJCs, the MTMs, and the Griot's Boss get more foam, but it's a fantastic looking unit, gets the job done, really, really cool. Now they also have a garden hose version of this, so if you don't have a pressure washer, you can get the other version. I don't have it here, but looks similar to this, and you can plug it up to your garden hose. and just spray it that way. You don't get as much foam. It's more of a soap applicator where it does blanket the vehicle, but you don't get as much foam as you would with the pressure washer. Now next up, we're gonna talk about some pressure washer accessories. First one is going to be their new version of their foam cannon gun and all accessory holder, really, which is cool. We did talk about this in the video in the past as well. They give you these little rubber grommets that you can install up here so everything sits in nice and secure. You have 2 1/4 inch here where you can put your foam cannons. Here. Whoops, just go ahead and show you. Obviously this is wall mountable, so you can put it in your vans and all that kind of good stuff too. So there you go, sits like that, right? So you can have 2 of them up here, and then also a 1/4 inch male end, so you can plug your pressure washer gun into the front of this. So you can have that all mounted there. Also more slots here, so you can store some accessories like this guy. You can just put it right in here. It'll hang there for you. And then on the top, like I said, nozzle storage where you can plug it in and have it nice and stored. Okay guys, now the next 2 items are the ones where I'm a little bit confused by. The first one is going to be this guy here. This is a very cool piece of equipment. And basically what it is you can run your foam cannon on one end, and then you can put a regular nozzle in on the other end. That's how they, I believe that's how they market this thing. But I wanna show you why I have an issue with that, and I'm just gonna come up closer to you guys. For me, if I have a gun, it's nice that you could basically just toggle back and forth. Just this little switch here, toggles back and forth. So when you are getting ready, you wanna foam, toggle to the foam side, hit that, and then you can just toggle back and you're ready to rinse it off, right? For me, if we're using it in that purpose and then you're continually going, I'm carrying a lot more weight than I would like to. So I don't like that for that situation. But I will say if you are running this in a 2-step system, something that's a high pH and a low pH, there's some car wash chemicals out there like that you can combine and neutralizes them out as you use one after the other, and you get a really, really effective clean. In that case, you could have another foam cannon here. As long as it's out of the way enough, let's see here. Let's just to play devil's advocate here and make sure, I'm gonna grab an SV2. And I mean, that should work. It also wants to kind of rotate on me. So actually that added weight, I don't know. I do see the benefit of this. I just think for me personally, it's not something that I'd be using in that situation. So for this one, I think it's cool. The quality of it is fantastic. The quick connects are all stainless steel, really, really nice. This is a nice fluid piece to change in between the 2 sides. It's just for me, the application of it, the use case, I don't know if I'd be using it. And then that brings us to this kit here. This is their premium stainless steel spray nozzle kit. It's a 3-pack. You get a 15, a 25, and it's actually labeled right here on the end here. So the red is the 15, the blue is the 25, and the orange is a 40. The whole reason that you usually have a nozzle like this, right? You call it a nozzle guard type of a thing. So the nozzles, the spray portion's in there. This guard is there to keep it safe. Most of them, let me see here. I have one from McKillen's here, and MTM and all of them, the casing on it is rubberized and softer, right? So if you do potentially get up to the paint and tap it, it's gonna save the paint from getting scratched. Even in a case of like the worst case scenario where it doesn't seat down all the way in the pressure washer, you fired it and this thing goes shooting off like a bullet, the rubberized coating is gonna help save the car, right? Well, with the Maxshine ones, and even, yeah, I mean, it's a hard piece of plastic. Like, can I get it to flex? Let me see. I cannot. So listen to the difference here. That can still damage a car. I get that it's better than the actual metal, but and this is a nice rounded edge and that will help. But I think if you're gonna do a nozzle guard, might as well make it more of a rubberized piece to save even more. That's just my personal opinion. Now let's talk about the size of this thing. So they have these things listed as a 1.0 orifice size. Now I think there's a conversion, right? And I think with a 1.0 millimeter, that's equivalent to between I think a 2 and a 2.5 orifice nozzle, like traditionally. So keep that in mind. And they advertise it saying, oh, it'll increase the pressure for more cleaning ability, which is true. That will do that. It will also reduce the gallons per minute rating. And depending on what pressure washer you have, it can severely spike if it's meant to run with a, you know, like say, gosh, the Active 2.0. comes with a 3.7 orifice size. This one would be equivalent to a 2 to 2.5. So if you use this, it's gonna spike the amperage of that machine to a level that could wear down the machine much quicker. So I do like these. It's just you want to be careful and make sure you know, on a Ryobi 1800 PSI pressure washer, these will probably be great. But just word of warning on that. And I'm hoping like down the road, they may revise these because I was super, super excited about these. But then again, it's just one of those things. The fact that it comes in only one nozzle or orifice size, and then the fact that they're a harder plastic, it wasn't exactly what I was hoping for personally. Now moving on to something that is exactly what I was hoping for is this guy here. This is, I have their warranty, the card for it here. It's called the Double Motor Touchless Car Dryer Evo GT. And this thing is an absolute beast. It comes with a very, very long 26-foot hose. Let me grab that for you. So I think it actually extends out to 26 feet, but even not extended, it's, no, maybe not. Maybe it's, yeah, I mean, it's very, very long. They actually sell a whole kit for this as well. You can get a mounting kit for it so you can mount it on the wall. They even have a hose holder kit that you can mount on the wall as well. But I will say when you plug this thing in, okay, so there's an on-off switch on the front and then a dial from minimum to maximum so you can adjust the flow of air coming out of this thing. And I will say, at minimum, I'm probably not going to be using it that much. Maybe for interiors, for more delicate surfaces. But when you switch to maximum, man, it blows really, really hard. And the cool thing is, I don't think it has a heating element, like a specific heating element, but the way it's designed, it passes through the motors, so the air actually heats up pretty well, which will help you dry things out even faster. Now, the housing on this thing is all plastic. Does that matter? No, it doesn't matter. I can't remember what the price of this thing is off the top of my head, but I think the housing for it could have been elevated a little bit, but I don't care. Personally, I think it works fantastic. Additionally, on the side here, you can see it does have wheels, and then you can actually flip this down and it locks the wheel in place. So you're good to go. You don't have to worry about it banging into stuff. You can actually lock it up. Just really quickly, I don't have a meter that can test this level of output of airflow, but I'll go ahead and plug it in for you guys. All right, so we're gonna take this side of the unit of the hose, plug it in here, twist it, it locks into place really, really nice and secure. Now it also does come with two different nozzles. Let me actually go grab those for you. So it comes with a normal kind of cone, precise nozzle, and then it comes with a wider opening as well. Really no preference. I think that I like one better than the other, and then I start using the other one and I like that one as well. Both of them, the tips are rubberized. Not super soft, but they are rubber, so that'll help prevent any damage or scratching. And here, we'll just go ahead and throw this guy on so you can hear the difference. I'm gonna start off on minimum. And even just so you see here, guys, the handle of it, you get a little bit of grip there as well. So I think it's just designed very, very nicely. So we are on minimum. I'm gonna turn it on. Okay. Right? Decent amount, it's fine. It's nothing crazy. It'll work for your interiors, like I said. Let's go ahead and just go straight up to max. I'll do it slowly so you can hear the increase as it goes. I mean, this thing is serious. Now, right now the air is still cold. But like I said, because it passes through the motors, it heats up quite quick. That is so loud. Now, when you're using this, don't expect it to be hot air. It warms up. It's nothing crazy. I don't know what it gets to, maybe 90 degrees, something like that. It's not hot. You're not going to have to worry about burning yourself, but I think that will help dry out those areas faster, especially when you're blowing out your mirrors and things like that. It's gonna do a great job. All right, guys, so that's everything off the table, but I have a couple more items that I wanna share with you. Obviously, right off the bat, I think we did talk about this. They also have a roll of rags. These are nice microfiber towels. Let's see what the actual measurements are. It's a 12 by 12 towel, 260 GSM, 88% polyester, 20% polyamide. I believe they only come in the orange, but they're awesome. Like, you can open them up, and again, tons of brands have these now, right? The Rag Company has these. Oh goodness, the company Platinum series from Walmart has them. Obviously, Autofiber has them. Autofiber just came out with a new version of their Mr. Everything towel on a roll in a 16 by 16, which is awesome. Again, the ones at Walmart, you can get in a 16 by 16. Everyone kind of changes up the blend a little bit or the amount of GSM. So these ones are coming in, like I said, at 260, I believe I said, and an 80-20 blend. But the cool thing is, guys, it's one of those things that I always just have a roll of these with me now. So they have it taped closed here. Okay, get that off, and then simply, roll it out. It's perforated, tear it right off, and you're good to go. The edges on these things don't feel any harder than they normally do. I don't know if that's just I get lucky pulling them every time, but in general with these roll rags, I don't have any issue with that. So very, very cool. Next up, we'll talk about here, they have a new Pro Tire and Carpet Scrub Brush, and it's just a more ergonomic styled handled brush, which is very, very nice. The bristles are stiff enough, but not too stiff, so I like that. And if you look at the angle of it, I don't know if how good that is for left-handers, but for me as a right-hander, it's very, very comfortable. And then again, when you're cleaning your wheels, it goes kind of, the direction of it can go with the tire. So I like that a lot as well. We'll talk about this real quickly. We just have 2 more items to highlight. So we've got their new ceramic leather coating. So let's just go ahead and pop this open, see what you get. You get a nice large bottle. This is, I'm sure, is a 60 milliliter, I'm sure. Yeah, 60 mils of your leather ceramic. You get a nice finger pocket applicator pad to work everything in. You get gloves, and you get microfiber towel inside. Now, I have not used this personally yet, so I can't make any notes on that. I don't think Maxshine's producing I think they go through blenders. I'm not 100% sure on that, so I don't know exactly, the details behind this, but I will say their graphene ceramic coating, I love. I think it's a fantastic coating. It's super, super easy to use, gets great performance, so I have no doubt that this thing's great as well. And finally, last but not least, they now have these guys. Now for me, I just have I opened up my new shop, right? I'm gonna install these there. I believe, I don't know, they're cool here as well, but a lot of times we're cleaning carpets or all weather floor mats. And I'm not a big proponent of pressure washing the mats, carpeted mats. Some people really like that. I just don't do it. It just introduces too much water. So I'm always just using the extractor, but to help dry them out, or same case, if you're using your all-weather mats and you want to dry them out and apply some sort of protectant on them, they now have these guys, which is awesome, and these are fantastic looking quality. It's just like going to your local car wash where they have them. But these guys here, you can mount it up against the wall. It's just a nice big large clip, so you can clip them into place as a nice rubberized roller here. I don't know, it's probably just to help protect things, but boom, clip it into place, leave them to dry out and be good to go. So that's it, guys. That's it for today's video. I just want to highlight these new items from Maxshine. I haven't made a video specifically talking about Maxshine's products in a little while, so I wanted to highlight some of the new stuff that they had come out because, again, the M15 Polisher, the M15 Pro has been my go-to budget-friendly dual action polisher, 15 millimeter throw, but that I have confidence in that it's not gonna break down on me. Now, I do also have the new Liquid Elements machines here. You guys have probably been seeing them in the back of the videos, and I'm gonna be doing a full review on these too. I'm very, very excited. Matt from Obsessed Garage seems to really love these things. Some of the things he talks about are very expensive, but they are fantastic. This is not expensive. This is coming in that Maxshine price, and he still says it's fantastic. So I'm excited to check those out. But again, like I said, for today's video, the Maxshine polishers are fantastic. I was very, very excited for the new green colorway because I even have an M15 in green. So I love it. Even the cord, again, I just think it's super cool. So that's it for today's video, guys. Again, use code I'mJoshV15 at MaxshineUSA.com to save 15%. But that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to like the video. Make sure you're subscribed. Turn on that notification bell, and we will see you on the next one.